My cat is literally crying outside the door because I'm not allowed 5 minutes to myself. Ever. Hey besties! So I got a procedure done to remove a growth from my skin. I guess that's the best way I can think to phrase it. I got some miah removed, if you know what miah are. Hi, I had a bunch of them. And then I had something else that we're not 100% sure what it was, but I got it removed. Because of that, I couldn't do makeup for a hot minute and a half. I couldn't even really do skincare. I couldn't really put anything at all on my face. And because of that, I ditched a lot of my old beauty habits. And when getting back into it, I picked up a bunch of new ones. And I really learned what's not worth it. So these are the beauty trends that I am ditching and the ones that I'm picking back up now that I'm able to use products on my face again. The first thing that I'm ditching when it comes to beauty trends is a full 12-step skincare routine. Bear with me on this, because I know that that's the antithesis of me. I'm a very extra person, and I have very dry skin, so I embrace anything that makes my skin not dry. At night, I will do a way more in-depth skincare routine than in the morning though. I do need to add that to it. At night, way more in-depth. In the morning, face wash, moisturizer, SPF, and then maybe like the Glow Recipe Dewdrops with the Drunk Elephant bronzer. Maybe, depends on the day. At night though, remove my makeup, wash my face. Sometimes use toner depending on how my skin is that day. Sometimes I'll use a treatment if my skin is acting up. Like I do get blackheads on my nose a lot. Sometimes I'll use a treatment for that. And then I will use my glass skin serum, and then I'll go in with my eye cream and my moisturizer. I used to have a lot more steps to my nighttime skincare. I used to have like 4 different serums that I would use. It was a mess. I did a lot, and I don't anymore because it's honestly not worth it. What I do now, I let those products work their magic as opposed to a face full of products that are all interacting with each other. And it's not always for the best. On that same note, I ditched a lot of skin tools. Like yeah, I still go and I get dermaplaning done. Every now and then I'll dermaplane at home. But I used to worship my Clarisonic. Anyone that was around in like the 2010s when it comes to the beauty world knows the Clarisonic. We all wanted one. I loved it. Still to this day, I have it in my drawer. I used to use it all the time. I also have one of those PMD face wash brushes literally in my bathroom, which I would use all the time. I've stopped really using them. In my opinion, they didn't do that much more. The Clarisonic, I do think, did do a lot for my skin back in the day. It did what I needed then. I don't need that now. And they don't make new brush heads for that anyways, so I'm going through my old stash of them, and when I run out, I'm done. I don't gua sha daily. I have the little wands to help me absorb my eye cream, but I don't use those every day. I do have like the roller wands. I don't use those every day. They're for funsies. They're not necessary every day. I use them when I want to romanticize my day. If I'm having a bad day and I need to romanticize my day a little bit, I'll pull them out for that. They're fun, they're self-indulgent, but in my opinion, they don't make much of a difference. This is a hot take and this is controversial. I know I just did a video on my controversial takes, but I'm done using up a product that I don't love. This actually didn't have anything to do with skincare. This is fully about a shampoo I've been using that I don't love it. And I really dislike the conditioner that goes with it. I feel like the conditioner leaves my hair even more tangled. I feel like the shampoo doesn't clean my hair, but I've been using it because I used it once or twice. It was great. I loved it at first, so I went out and I bought the jumbo bottles of it, and I don't actually like them on my hair. I don't know what the difference is between the once or twice that I use them at the salon and bring the jumbos home. I didn't get them from like TJ Maxx. They're not knockoffs. I got them from Ulta during one of the Ulta leader sales, but I hate them. But I've been trying to use them up anyways because I open them, I have them, I need to use them. But I'm done with that. I have a fiance that will literally use any products I give him. I can be like, hey, I don't like this. Take this. So why am I forcing myself to use it up when I can quite literally just give it to my fiance and he'll just use it? I am done doing a full face just because I'm leaving the house or because I'm going to get content. If I don't feel like doing makeup that day, I'm not going to do makeup that day. I don't have a full face on today. I quite literally only have concealer on today because I was not feeling a full face today. I'm not feeling very good. I feel really gross actually. I was not doing a full face. Kind of related to that is a huge trend in the beauty world that I really can't stand. And I'm finally saying that I'm just not embracing it. And as much as I hate to say it, it's the clean girl aesthetic. I will never fit into the clean girl aesthetic. I am a chaos gremlin. My white cubes have Cthulhu and Ghostface and the boys from Supernatural. Granted, they're standing right next to a vintage bottle of Chanel No. 5 and right in front of a caboodle. I have over here a little skeleton and a little Neopet, a little Ghostface lotion pump, and I don't know if you can see or if I'm blocking it, but I've got a little Emily the Strange figurine over there. I'm not clean girl aesthetic, and I never will be. When it comes to makeup, I'll do neutrals sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I will do a face of neutrals. But there's nothing I love more than bright, bold colors. I love a sunset eye. I love color. I love a good eyeliner moment. I will never fit into clean girl aesthetic. Beauty habits that I can't stand, things like those clean towels for your face, and even cotton rounds. If y'all know anything about me, you know how I feel about sustainability. I don't like one-time use products. Yes, you can buy those clean towels at Target or online, or I'm pretty sure when I'm posting this is Prime Day, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be on sale for Prime Day. But those are literally disposable one-time use towels. Absolutely not. Another big habit that I'm ditching is using skincare products, expecting them to work for me without me working for them. Let me explain. Hyaluronic acid, very much a buzzword. Anyone with dry skin has heard of hyaluronic acid. Everyone knows that it's supposed to hydrate dry skin. It doesn't do that by itself. If you are not hydrated, it will not hydrate you. Hyaluronic acid will take whatever moisture is in your body and bring it to your skin, making your skin appear more hydrated. But if your body's dehydrated, it won't do anything for you. That's not to say that hyaluronic acid isn't an amazing ingredient. It is, as long as you keep yourself hydrated. How can an ingredient work for me if I'm not working for it? You need to learn about the ingredients that you're using. I'm pretty sure that everyone has ditched this, and I'm the last person to ditch this. But I'm ditching powder. Sometimes, if I need my makeup to last all day, I will still use a setting powder, and then I will immediately follow up with a spray. But I have very dry skin. Any kind of setting powder on me just makes me look dry and cakey. There's no logical explanation for someone with skin as dry as mine to be using setting powder. I'm also ditching a bare brow though, by the way. I will always be filling in my brows and always be filling them in darker than they are, or I will be dyeing my brows darker than they are. The last one that I'm ditching, I actually ditched earlier this year for the beginning of the year, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it because I talked about it here enough, and that's buying new viral trendy products. I've been on a very low buy. I call it a no buy. I've given myself a little bit of grace and a little bit of wiggle room, but it's a glorified no buy. I genuinely don't think I bought a single beauty product at all this year. And now the beauty trends that I've been embracing. First one's very controversial, but when I explain it, I think it'll make sense. I'm embracing makeup remover wipes. I know that goes against everything that I said about disposable products. I know makeup wipes don't actually take your makeup off. They're not a good idea for skincare. I will stand by that. However, if I've done my makeup and I'm having a POTS flare up and I can't actually do my skincare, taking them off with a makeup wipe is better than nothing. Sometimes when I'm doing eyeshadow, I like a really sharp line, and I use it for that. It works so well for that. I end up blending together different products for my foundation. Once I get on my face, there's always just some still left on the back of my hand. I will use the wipe to clean that up. I'm embracing shopping my collection, because I've been doing that a lot lately. I rediscovered my old favorite foundation by shopping my collection. I have so much in these drawers, and half of it I just forget even exists. Shopping my collection has made a huge difference. On that note, I'm also embracing mixing products to make them work for you. I have rediscovered my favorite foundation. However, some days I'm not feeling a full foundation. Some days my skin is too dry and I can't embrace it. I'm going to be 1000% honest with y'all. These two together have become my holy grail. I cannot put into words how much mixing these two products together has changed the game. So I will put some foundation on the back of my hand, mix some MAC strobe cream with it, blend it all together, and then the next thing that I'm embracing is I apply it with a brush. I have always been a makeup sponge girly, but I started using brushes again for my foundation, And the difference it makes is incredible. I will be honest, I feel like a sponge can make it blend nicer sometimes, but I also feel like a sponge is significantly less coverage, and a sponge eats up so much of the product. I'm embracing sitting on my floor to do my makeup. That might sound like the dumbest thing I've said lately, but genuinely the serotonin boost that I get by just sitting on the floor, music playing, doing my makeup, top tier. I think that's probably because most of us at one point in time was that 13-year-old girl sitting on her bedroom floor doing her makeup in her full-length mirror before school. Most of us were that girl at one point. I certainly was. I'm embracing having a system, which has been so beneficial for me. As somebody who is neurodivergent, it is so beneficial for me to have a system, to have my everyday products just in one makeup bag where I can just grab that bag and say, here's my go-to everyday products. So much easier. I'm embracing products that make me feel like me. Lip oils. Awesome, great, hydrating. If I'm just wearing a lip oil, I don't feel like me. I want a lipstick. I like a satin finish for everything, for the most part. I'm embracing eyeliner, and a lot of it. I was that girl that always had black liner on my waterline, and it's my favorite thing, and it makes me feel like I'm me. I was raised in the emo subculture. I am an emo girl through and through. I never outgrew my emo phase. Y'all can say whatever you want about black waterline eyeliner, but it will always be the definitive miah makeup product. But at the same time, I'm also embracing natural. This is my natural hair texture, kind of. I generally blow dry my hair after I wash it because when I air dry it, it's impossible to control and it looks a lot more brunette than it does when I blow dry it. But then I went outside and it was very hot and humid, and my hair embraced its natural texture. There's some slight wave, there's some fluffiness, and instead of immediately taking a straightener to it like I normally would have done, or taking a curling iron and actually fully curled it, I'm letting it do what it wants to do. I'm working with it instead of against it. Mostly, I'm just embracing paying attention to my skin and doing whatever it needs. If my skin is having a rough day, I'm not gonna put makeup on. In the past, it'd be like, oh, my skin is not great today. Let's put makeup on to cover that. No. If my skin is having a bad day, it needs TLC. It doesn't need makeup on. And mostly, I've been embracing loving my skin and loving me. There are a few things on my skin that I don't love. I don't love this patch in the middle of my forehead that looks dirty in every picture or video, but in all actuality, it's just a shadow because there's literally an indent in the middle of my forehead. The only way to fix that would be with filler. Do I want filler there? A little bit. I do get insecure about it. I do hate it. But I'm embracing loving myself instead of getting filler to change it. My eyes are very protruding, so I always have dark circles. Always. 24/7. And I have lines under my eyes because of how protruding my eyes are. And I've had them since high school. Maybe even before that, but high school is when I first noticed them. Under eye filler would fix all of that. My circles wouldn't look as bad. I wouldn't have all those lines. My eyes wouldn't seem as protruding, and sometimes in photos like crazy eyes. Would I love under eye filler? More than you could imagine. But again, I'm embracing loving myself. I'm not embracing needing to get filler to change me. And I guess that's what all of this comes down to. The trends I'm ditching are the ones that don't make me feel like me, or aren't as accessible for somebody with a chronic illness and who's neurodivergent. The ones that I'm embracing are the ones that make me feel like me. The ones that are accessible and give me structure. I'm embracing feeling like myself. I'm going to embrace prioritizing myself. I love going to the esthetician and getting skincare services done, treating myself, getting taken care of, getting my skin taken care of, getting things removed from my face. It was painful, but it was also the most freeing experience, knowing I was finally getting these things that I always hated removed. I guess that the entire point of this is love yourself, embrace self-care and doing things that make you feel good, and ditch the things that don't. Because when you can't do anything for a few weeks, you learn what's important and what isn't. Now I want to hear from you. If you couldn't use anything at all on your face, no skincare, no makeup, nothing for 2 weeks, when you went back to it, what would you ditch? What would you pick up as a habit? What is so important to you that would be the first thing that you'd run to as soon as you could start using products on your face again? What trends from your teenage years would you love to bring back? Again, Me with my black waterline eyeliner and my sitting on the floor to do my makeup is so much serotonin, my everything from my teenage years. Let me know down below in a comment. While you're at it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. I post new content every Sunday, Wednesday, and then alternating Mondays and Fridays. Remember that I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I don't know, but I've been told the world outside is oh so cold. So cold.